Hey guys, it's Horsey Steph, and today I am back with another Horse Trainer Reacts to Heartland. We are working our way through Season 1, Episode 5, and so far in the last segment, Lou just finished filming her commercial. So in this segment, we'll hopefully see how that commercial turned out and kind of what her plans were for it, if everyone's happy with it. I know the actual filming just really pissed everyone off, but filming is done, so we'll see how that goes. And then Amy has worked a bit with this wild horse. They never said it was a Mustang, but I think they kind of implied it, so not exactly sure. But anyway, they've called it a wild horse that has no name, so that's all I can say. So I'm excited to see how that training continues to go. I know that she had gotten the saddle pad on in the last segment, and then because of the filming, Lou had kind of like picked up a saddle and spooked the horse with the saddle and caused a whole thing, and Amy's like, oh no, now he's ruined. I don't think she really said that, but something along those lines about how, well, the rushing has made problems. So anyway, I'm excited to jump back in and kind of keep watching this episode with you. If you guys could go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for future videos, that would help me out a ton. And let's go ahead and jump on in.
Just starting the bonfire.
I'd forgotten about the bonfire Ashley was having.
You shouldn't be here.
I just want to get one thing straight. Why'd you lie to me?
About what?
You said you talked to your mother about me.
Alright, I get why he's super upset. I would be super upset too, and he's using the bonfire to confront Ashley, which is a perfect environment to confront her considering he's not allowed on the property anymore. She told him that the parole was okay and that her mother was cool with it, everything was good. And I mean, she lied. Obviously, she never told her mom at all that he was out on parole. So I'd be super upset too. Not only was that super embarrassing and awkward, I mean, he got treated like a criminal and kicked out like he was hiding something when he wasn't hiding something in the first place. It was all just Ashley not telling the truth because she probably knew her mom would have a problem with it. She just didn't care because it wasn't her problem.
Oh, come on. So I didn't tell her. Do you really believe she would have hired you if I told her? And I wanted to have you around.
Exactly. She knew that her mom wouldn't hire him if she knew that he was out on parole, and so she just conveniently left that out so that her mom hired him to serve, you know, her master plan of wanting to have Ty around and steal Ty from Amy, because I think honestly, the stealing Ty from Amy was like the biggest motivation.
Let's get to know each other better.
No, I don't think so.
Why? Just get some food and booze at my mother's expense. That'll make it all better.
Food and booze at my mother's expense. I don't think that's really gonna make it better though. I mean, he burned bridges leaving Heartland and going to Burr Ridge, and now they left him out to dry because nobody knew about his parole except Ashley, and she just lies and manipulates people to get her way.
You look all dressed up. Where are you going?
Same place you are.
Oh, it's the budding romance. He wants to take her out on a date, I'm sure, to apologize because when he was supposed to do his little part for the commercial, he like totally bombed and walked out and was like, I can't do this. Which was totally his right. I mean, he'd obviously made him super, super uncomfortable. So, you know, and I don't think his role was that important in the commercial, but I think he feels bad about that. So now he wants to take her out to dinner to kind of make up for it. And again, I mean, I've known he really likes her from the very beginning. So I think he really wants to kind of pursue that relationship a little bit. I'm curious if he knows she has a boyfriend back in New York. But I don't even know. He might be completely blindsided by that.
You girls ready?
For what?
Ash's field party.
Like I'd go to that.
We'll be ready in 2 seconds.
No.
Leave without.
Soraya wants to go to this bonfire because Ben is going. And Amy doesn't want to go because Ashley and presumably Ty will also be there. Which is just hilarious. But I'm sure Soraya is going to drag Amy there just so that she has somebody to go with her and Ben. So, you know, it's not awkward and weird since she and Ben really have no relationship together. She just wants to have a relationship because she really likes him and thinks he's really hot, even though, you know, everyone else basically hates him.
I'm not missing out on a chance to get to know Ben better.
And your hopeless romance with Ben, who has no interest in you, but oh well. I think that's the part she really didn't want, was to see Ty at this bond. I think it was less about Ashley. I mean, she sees Ashley around at every like social event, even though she doesn't like her. I think it was really about knowing that Ty would be there potentially with Ashley, that, you know, was rubbing her the wrong way and made her not want to go. That is like the corniest thing they could have gone to. They went to karaoke. I can't imagine Lou at karaoke. It seems like totally not her thing. Although I can see Scott liking it. He has that kind of goofy personality. I personally love karaoke, so I'm not judging karaoke lovers. It's just for like a little date, unofficial date, because I think it's like a date in Scott's mind, but not in Lou's at karaoke. It's just, it's not what I imagined at all. It's pretty funny.
To you, this was a great idea.
I'm glad that she's having a good time, and I do hope that she's honest with him that she does have a boyfriend, because this feels a little like cheating to me. And I mean, it's not that you can't go out with your guy friends when you're in a relationship, it's just I don't think Scott knows she has a boyfriend, so he's thinking of this as a date. And so if you're gonna go out with a guy friend while you're in a relationship with somebody else, it should be perfectly clear, like, I'm in a relationship with somebody else and you're just a friend. I just don't think that has been made clear. Oh no, and don't kiss him. I mean, again, you have a boyfriend back in New York, don't you? That's definitely cheating territory. Definitely.
Can I have another one?
Oh, she caught herself at the last moment. She really needs to tell
You're
him.
driving.
Soraya's having a great time, and Ben's really tolerating her really well, so maybe he does actually like her. I don't know. I thought he was pretty indifferent to her, but, you know, she was leaning up against him and he wasn't saying anything. He's getting her a marshmallow, so maybe that is the beginning of a relationship. I might have called that too soon. Just not the kind of girl I would think Ben would go for, honestly. Scott must know Lou better than I do. I can't imagine Lou getting up and singing karaoke. I mean, again, taking her to karaoke seemed crazy to me. But maybe that's a side of her I just don't know. You know, they've known each other growing up, so he probably knows that she likes karaoke, and that's why he picked this place. Just never saw that coming. I'm so glad they're finally gonna talk. They needed to do this so long ago. I'm really curious how it goes, especially now that Ashley has really burned Ty. I'm curious how his conversation with Amy goes.
Why did you take the job at Briar Ridge?
You know why?
Because Ben got under your skin?
Not until you walked in and told me to get the hell out.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Ben irritated him. Job seemed appealing. He was thinking about it, was gonna weigh his decisions. And then when Amy overheard that he was gonna weigh his decisions and even consider the job at Briar Ridge, she completely flipped out, yelled at him to get out, and acted like he was the worst person in the world. And he was like, you know what? I'm done. Not surprised. It's kind of something I would do. You don't want to be somewhere you're not wanted, and it's just unnecessary drama.
You always have to have it your way.
She does always have to have it her way. It's absolutely true.
Run away, even when I want you to stay?
That's not fair. It's not fair to say that Ty always runs away. It's not fair for Amy to say, oh, I wanted you to stay, but you ran away. No, you told him to get out. You told him you didn't want to ever see him again. Or something along those lines. It's perfectly in his right to take a new job. I mean, that shouldn't be so offensive to you in the first place. The drama around that is already completely ridiculous. But combining that with the fact that you told him to leave and now you're angry at him for leaving, like, what is he supposed to do? If you told him to leave, he left. You should be happy about that, right? I mean, we know she isn't, and we knew she wouldn't be, but you shouldn't have said that if you didn't mean it.
Welcome to Heartland. A 600-acre...
Oh, their commercial is airing. I'm really surprised that they didn't send it to Lou first. Makes me worried a little bit about that little clip they took of the horse chasing her. It makes me think that was included in the commercial, and that's why they never sent her the draft of it. But I'm excited to see it after all the like drama around filming it. I'm excited to see how it turned out.
My daughter Marion gave it a new direction.
He did a good job on it.
Now it's
They did a really good job. I mean, it still seems much more like an infomercial than a commercial, just with the length. They included that whole speech that Grandpa did with some views of the ranch, and now they're showing Amy, I guess.
Life at Heartland isn't all serious. But the people at Heartland make a horse and they keep it.
He delivered it without showing it to me.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, has that really funny home video feel at the end. I don't think as a commercial it's great. I mean, if you were gonna include that clip, I would have said something along the lines of like showing that clip first, and we can even fix when your horse is trying to kill you, and then show Amy with the saddle pad over it. I mean, that's probably how I would have gone with that. A little more serious, but they decided to make make it funny and, laugh at Lou about it. I'm sure she's mortified. And of course, this is gonna air on TV. It is airing on TV. So I don't blame her for being upset about it. I would be upset about it. I'm sure she's furious and gonna go off right now about it. I would too. I mean, it's one thing to take the video and show it to friends, but it's a whole other thing to like broadcast it on TV of like a horse chasing you and you being scared of your life. That's not funny, especially not without your permission, and like on a commercial, not on like America's Funniest Home Videos, where it would be funny.
People and horses, old ways and the healing hearts.
That's not bad.
It totally made their day. I mean, Amy was having a really bad night. She was really upset about Ty, but just seeing that commercial with Lou being chased, I think just she was like, just, made her day and kind of let her forget about all of the unnecessary drama she's creating with Ty.
It was awful. I failed. I failed at everything.
I totally see where she's coming from. I mean, she wanted this serious commercial showing what they do and advertising them to clients, and what she got was, this is who we are, and we also, are kind of fools. I think potentially people could connect to that and find it funny and be like, well, Heartland are real people, versus some of the things you see on TV where like, oh, that's really fake. But I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want that commercial about my business to be on TV, much less about me. So on every level, I get it. I would want to destroy that right away. It's not the image I would want to portray of my business first and foremost.
You can tell me anything.
I got fired.
That's awful. I forget, there was at the beginning of this episode like a phone call, and it sounded bad, and I assumed it had to do with her job, but they never actually said she got fired, and I'd completely forgotten they even had that phone call. That really sucks, because this is like now all she has. So it also does make sense, like she's really gonna push for Heartland to do better and make more money, because she doesn't have any additional income to supplement Heartland with, or pay any of her bills. So if Heartland doesn't make money that she can use to pay her bills, she doesn't, she's jobless. I just kind of missed that. I thought things were going bad at her job, not that she was completely fired. But that probably explains why she was so big about this commercial and really like pushing to have the commercial, because she already knew that Heartland was all she had in terms of money making. And of course she can't leave Heartland, so it's not like she can go get another job really, because she's stuck there. Makes it really hard.
You know how hard I've worked to get there? To get out of here?
It's a really big blow, because she spent her whole life trying to build a life for herself outside of the ranch, and now here she is at the ranch having lost everything she worked for. I'm glad Scott's here for her and can be a little bit of a comfort as well as a little bit of a voice of reason. The world isn't ending, but I mean, I totally get it. Really get it. we're gonna go ahead and end this segment here just so this video doesn't become atrociously long. I never really know where to end these segments, so a little bit is just random. I'm like, oh wow, I've been recording for a long time. We should go ahead and end the segment here. Or, oh wow, I'm editing and this is like already 30 minutes. I should probably make that a little bit shorter. So I apologize that some of these clips kind of end in odd spots, but I am trying to at least like finish the scene and whatnot so it's not super awkward. But hopefully you enjoyed that segment of Heartland, and I look forward to getting back to reacting to this episode and actually finishing the episode in the next segment. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!